Okay, I'm going to show you some ways to speed up this. To bring this up, you have to click here and hit that button. Here you can see stuff that's loaded, and sometimes the Copilot in there. Here is for widgets. As you can see, widgets showed up there. I don't want that there, so I turned it off. By default, they have search box, got some graphics there. You got the widget in the corner there. You see it there? It just popped up. All of this can be turned off here and by hitting the off button, and hide search bar if you don't want it. If you don't use it, best bet is to go that direction. You can change the taskbar settings here, other system trays. You can change anything that's loading here. Let's see. Now, the Copilot, I want it off. I don't want the app to show in the tray. This is the tray, which showing there. But that's not going to stop it from loading. It'll still run in the background. So we have to go in and change it. So I'll get there. So I'm going to go into installed apps on the machine. So you click on installed. And you're going to scroll down. Each computer is going to be different. Most of them are still loading. Things could be turned off here or uninstalled. We're looking for Copilot. Okay, here it is. It's under Microsoft. So you're gonna have to pause this and turn it on because I have caption running, and so it's not gonna run right. Now you would click on more options, so advanced options, and then this would bring up this. So by default, this is on. So you want to turn that off. So run the login. You can terminate it, you can repair it, you can get it rid off on the computer. You can do anything you want, but it makes no sense to run it. See, another one that I have that's annoying, I think it's off now, but is OneNote. Try to load it up. You really don't want all this stuff loading because you can see my CPU average down there. A lot of stuff is running in the background. So, all right, so that's it. Okay, I close that out. So the system is running pretty quick. Okay, I can't really run much stuff here because we have a screen capture running here, but it was just to show you how to disable some stuff in the system bar when you boot up the computer. Um, Now, another thing I'm using is let me see if I can right click, see on top of edit settings. Okay, I'm gonna have to. Oh, I should have the icon here. Hang on. Okay. Um, See, in the system bar, which is here, I don't have my app that I need. Would go in here. Well, a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna go in here, right click, pin to start. That's the start menu. We wanna pin to taskbar. So it should be in the taskbar now. Okay, so I want to get out of that and then click on here. I'll move it around the taskbar. I'm using the latest version. I was using an older version, but it doesn't want to work with 25H2. Okay, so I'm going to go into advanced settings here. They got a privacy one. You can scan it. You can finds anything like traces, you can clean it up. So we can clean up that. Okay, then we got system, and then it out organizes things. That's where is it here? Privacy. Startup Manager. So Startup Manager shows you what's loading. Are you trying to turn off a lot of things? You can do this in the free. You don't have to have the pro. You can scan. I turned some stuff off already. Like this annoying one. And this. Well, I don't use Edge. Why do we need to turn on it? So I have it disabled. You just switch it over here. Task. Can I turn this off? It tries to load. It's running better now since I've done all this. Then you really can go into services and it'll tell you which one you can disable. I was looking for the Copilot, but it's not in here. It's kind of hidden. So you can configure more. And that's free too. So the free version of this software, you can do all this stuff. The only thing you can't get into is the privacy protector. Yeah, they got that turned off. So you need the Pro, like you see here, which has it. This is going to speed up the system. You want the system to run faster. You get a registry defrag. That will check and see if the registry is the blocks. Because the registry is like blocks, or you can say it's like lines of code. And sometimes when you remove software, install software, delete software, there's gaps, because it's based on how binary programming was. So that's the way to have it. And if you don't pack it, because that's what you're doing, you're packing it. When you defrag it, it takes all those gaps out. It makes the system run faster. So that's when you would use this. I can't really run and show it because we're capturing the screen. So, and you can hear me talk as well. Game Booster. What's this again? Oh, okay. Game Booster. Oh, okay. I have it built. Oh, I see. They built Game Booster in so you don't need to run it separately. Because I have it separately here. Oh, that's pretty neat. They built it in. Ah. The only thing with this, I wouldn't touch. Okay, you can. 12 items can be optimized. Yeah, well, can't do it right now because we'll lose the screen capture. Has anything to do with the networking? Got to be careful because if the next, it can free RAM, empty standby memory. That's what that stuff does. That's what this little thing does too. Game Booster. So it's built in. That's pretty good. I've never seen it built in before. Okay, they finally got around to it. You know, this company, I used to help them because at the time there was another one. I think it was called Speed Clean or some kind of clean. And it did more things, and their software didn't do it. Didn't do anything but the RAM. I said, "Why don't you build it in?" And I guess they finally did build it in. Okay. I used to beta test with Microsoft too back in the day. You know, I don't have the time anymore to do it. But you know, do you get any perks? I don't know. There's so many people using Microsoft. Um, but so this is basically it. Um, if you want to, a lot of people say not to use programs like this. I mean, you could use Microsoft's version. We have that too. Um, it does pretty much the same thing, but I think this one goes a little further than them. Uh, because you want to remove the junk files. Windows has junk files. There's none. Windows, all the versions from 3.1 all the way up to what we have today. Server as well has the same problem too. It gets junk files. It doesn't. It'd be great if it can take care of itself. I always thought it would eventually, but I mean, you're in 2026 and it's still doing the same thing. You don't have to run these kind of programs because a lot of you don't want to get too technical. A lot of you just want to turn it on. That's it. But under Linux, you got the same kind of problem that you got on the Windows here. You have to clean it. Now, by default, it's supposed to automatically clean itself. Yeah, well, then you're gonna have to run something in the background to clean the RAM after the RAM is used and discarded. It's supposed to do it automatically, but that's not what's happening. So I don't care how much RAM you got in there, the system could be using a lot of it, and there's nothing using that RAM, so it should drop it, and that's the way it's supposed to work. All right, that's about it. Oh, if you find this helpful, hit the subscribe button, okay? All right. We're trying to hit 1,000, not too far, and we're going to have more of these kind of programs. Okay. All right. That's it.